Good day, everyone. I am Jana Paula Bryan, and I am here to discuss joint variation, what it is, how to recognize it, and how to solve problems related to it. Let us start with the definition. What is joint variation? A variable is said to vary jointly when it depends on the product of two or more other variables. It follows the general formula y is equal to k times x times z, where k is a constant of proportionality and y varies directly with x and z. Let's start with the first example. The amount of work W done varies jointly with the number of workers N and the number of hours H worked. If 5 workers can complete 50 units of work in 10 hours, how much work can 8 workers complete in 12 hours? Step 1 is we write the joint variation equation, which is W is equal to K times N times H. Step 2 is we solve for K using given values. 50 is equal to K times 5 times 10. Therefore, 50 is equal to 50K. And we divide both sides by 50, so we get K is equal to 1. And step 3, find W for N is equal to 8 and H is equal to 12. We get W is equal to 96. So our final answer is, with 8 workers working for 12 hours, they can complete 96 units of work. For our second example, a salesperson's commission C varies jointly with the number of products sold P and the price per product S. If selling 20 products at 500 pesos each results in a 4,000 pesos commission, how much commission will they earn if they sell 30 products at 600 pesos each? First step is write the joint variation equation. C is equal to K times P times S. For our step 2, let us solve for K. Second step is we solve for K. So 4,000 is equal to K times 20 times 500. Therefore, 4,000 is equal to 10,000K. And we divide both sides by 10,000, so K is equal to 0.4. Step 3, find C for P is equal to 30 and S is equal to 600. So, C is equal to 0.4 times 30 times 600. So therefore, C is equal to 7,200. And our final answer is the salesperson will earn 7,200 pesos for selling 30 products at 600 pesos each. And our third and last example for joint variation, the kinetic energy K of an object varies jointly with its mass m and the square of its velocity v. If a 2 kilograms object moving at 5 meters per second has 25 joules of kinetic energy, what is the kinetic energy of a 4 kilograms object moving at 8 meters per second? Our step 1 is write the joint variation equation. K is equal to K times m times v squared. Step 2 is solve for K. So 25 is equal to K times 2 times 5 squared. Therefore, 25 is equal to K times 2 times 25, and 25 is equal to 50K. And we divide both sides by 50, so K is equal to 0.5. Step 3, find K for M is equal to 4 and V is equal to 8. K is equal to 0.5 times 4 times 8 squared. K is equal to 0.5 times 4 times 64. And therefore, K is equal to 128. So our final answer is the kinetic energy of the 4 kilograms object moving at 8 meters per second is 128 joules. Next up is inverse variation that will be explained by Alfredo Mio Zabala.
Our inverse variation word problem, the amount of time T takes for a printer to print a set of documents varies inversely with the printing speed S. The printer can print a document in 15 minutes at the speed of 12 pages per minute. How long will it take to print the same set of documents at the speed of 18 pages per minute? Let's write the form of inverse variation, which is y equals k over x. So ang y natin dito ay t. No? Kasi varies inversely with s. So t equals k, our constant, and s is our value. So ang sinabing time ito, if the printer can print the document in 15 minutes, so 15 minutes, 15, the speed of 12 pages, so k over 12. So cross multiply natin ito, k, so k minus 1 is k, and 15 times 12 is 180. 180. Yeah. Alright, natin ito. Next, how long will it take to print the same set of documents at speed of 18 pages per minute? So how long will it take? Ibig sabihin yung time ang hinahanap. So T equals, ang key natin, may natin tayo, 180 word problem for the inverse variation. It says here that the amount of time t required to fill a pool varies inversely with the flow rate r of water entering the pool. If the pool takes 10 hours to fill at the flow rate of 3 gallons per minute, how long will it take to fill the pool if the flow rate is increased to 5 gallons per minute? So on inverse variation is y equals k over x. So t varies inversely. K is our constant and r is our second. So magsabi, if the pool takes 10 hours to fill, so ang time natin is 10. Kasi sabi 10 hours, 10 equals k. So ang constant, may nakukuha natin na k. At r ay 3 gallons per minute. Yung flow rate. So 3. Nagawin natin dito ay cross multiplication. So k times 1 is k. 10 times 3 is 30. Yan. Next natin, how long will it take to fill the pool? The flow rate is increased to 5 gallons per minute. Kung tatasan ng flow rate, ito, flow rate natin, gano'ng katagal mapupuno ang pool? Kung kanina 10 hours sa 3 gallons per minute, ngayon tatasan natin, dagdagan natin ng 2 gallons para maging 5 gallons per minute. Tingnan natin kung babagal ba o bibilis. So t, kasi ang hinahanap time, how long, equals a constant 30. As r, ito, nalit natin, ito 5. So 30 divided by 5 is 6. So t is equal to 6. So it will take 6 hours to fill the pool when the flow rate is increased to 5 gallons per minute. At 10 hours naman kung ang flow rate ay 3 gallons. Our last word problem for inverse variation. The amount of time t needed to charge a phone battery varies inversely with the charging power p. If it takes 6 hours to fully charge the battery, the charging power is 10 watts. How long will it take to fully charge the battery if the power is increased to 15 watts? Now 6 hours ay 10 watts. 10 watts ang power, 10 hours ang charging time. So tataasan natin yung power, gagawin natin siyang 15 watts. Para makuha natin yun, kunin muna natin ang constant, which is k time and so ang time daw ay 6 hours. So 6 equals k over 10. So yun ang maging power. And what's how long? Okay, solve na natin ito. K, muna i-cross multiply natin, k times 1 is k. 10 times 6 is 60. 60. Yan ang ating constant. Ngayon, how long will it take to fully charge the battery? The power is increased to 15 watts. So, t, because ang sabi ay how long. And how long. Nahanap yung time. Equals k. Itong constant natin, hindi pabago kasi na constant. Tapos, itong 15 watts na power. 15. So, divide lang natin yan. 6p divided by 15 is 4. Yan, 4. So, the phone will take 4 hours to charge at 15 watts. And it will take 6 hours to be fully charged if the charging power is 10 watts.
Next up is Rian Lay Valencia, who is going to report about combined variation.
Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you on how to solve a problem about combined variation step by step. The problem says that r varies directly as s and indirectly as t. If s is equals to 2 and t equals to 4, then r is equals to 7. This means we can write the equation as r equals k s over t, where k is the constant that we need to find. Now let's solve for k using the given values. R is substituting this into the equation, we get 7 k 2 over 4. Next, we simplify 2 over 4 by dividing both 2 and 4 by 2, which gives us 7 times, which gives us 1 over 2. To solve for k, we multiplied both sides by 2 to cancel out 1 over 2, which is 7 times 2. Okay, 7 times 2 is equals to 14. This is our final answer. The next example is The problem says that y is jointly proportional to the square root of x and the cube of z, and inversely proportional to the w raised to the fifth power. This means we can write the equation as y equals k times the square root of x times z cubed all over to the w to the fifth power. Next is substitute the given values. We are given x equals 9, z equals 5, and w is equals to 2. Then y is equals to 17. 17 equals k times square root of 9 times 5 raised to the power of 3 divided by 2 to the power of 5. First, simplify the square root and the exponent. The next step is we simplify the square root and the exponent. So the square root of 9 is 3. So we write here. Then the cube of 5 means we multiply 5 3 times. So 5 times 5 times 5 is equals to 125. Then the next is the fifth power of 2 means we multiply 2 5 times. 2 times 2 is 2 times 2 is equals to 32. So we write 32 here. So now the equation becomes 17 equals k times 3 times 125 all over 32. That is, we multiply 3 times 125. So 3 times 125 is equals to 375. So now our equation will look like this. 5 over 32. To isolate k, we multiply both sides by 32 over 375 to cancel out the fraction. So we write it like this. 17 over 32. 32 over 375. Now we multiply 17 times 32 is equals to 544. So k is 544 over 375. And the next step is we divide 544 to 375. We get 1.45. So our final equation is y is equals to 1.45 times the square root of x times z cubed all over w to the fifth power. This is our final answer. The next example is, the problem says that the centrifugal force F varies jointly with the radius r and mass m and inversely with the square of time t. This means we can write the equation as F equals k times r times m squared t squared. Now we need to substitute the given values to find k. Now we substitute these values into the equation. 6,000 equals k times 100 times 6 all over 2 squared. And the next step is to simplify the exponent. 2 squared means 2 times 2, which equals to 4. Now our equation is, now we multiply the numerator. 100 times 6 is equals to 600. Now our equation is 6,000 times 4 equals k times 600. And 600 times 4 is equals to 24,000 equals k times 600. Now divide both sides by 600. 24,000 divided by 600 is equals to 40. And the next step is solve for f using k equals to 40. For the new conditions, we can use n equals 18 or 100 t for 3. Using the same equation, f over 3 squared. Then we need to simplify the exponent. F 4,118. 3 times 3 is 9. 9. Then we're going to multiply the numerator. 40 times 100 times 18 is equals to 72,000 divided by 9. Then 72,000 divided by 9 is equals to 8,000. Our F is 8,000. So the centrifugal force is 8,000 times. This is our final answer.